Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, a channel for crochet and crafts. Today we're crocheting a rosebud. We've already done a few roses according to various models. And today I'd like to show you how to create a rosebud. Because for those who create, let's say, installations might have buds in their bouquets. Today we'll crochet a rosebud. We'll do a lot, but in today's video, the model will be pretty straightforward and small. We'll need a hook. I'll take a 2.25 and a thin thread. It's a bit thicker than iris. First, we have to make an amigurumi ring. That's what it's called. Follow the link in the description and grab your step-by-step guide on how to earn your first $1,700 crocheting by tomorrow with the help of my own crochet techniques. Or a magic ring, just like this. And into this ring, we must tie 11 double crochet posts. First post is a chain stitch. First stitch we've already had secured. 2, 3. And inside this ring, we tie 11 double crochets. 1, 2, and 11. If you need a bigger bud because you've crocheted roses with bigger hooks and thread, then go ahead and use them. The bud will turn out a bit bigger and will be the appropriate size to the rose you've already made. So, we've tied 11, and the 12th is a turning chain. This third turning chain we have to join with a connecting post. We've tightened our ring. And then it's pretty straightforward. If you know how to crochet a perfect circle, then simply continue to crochet a circle of the size you want your rosebud to be. Let's see. So we do 3 turning chains. How's a perfect circle done? Into the spot where we joined, we tie 1 more double crochet into this stitch. And now we'll tie 2 posts double crochet through each stitch of the previous row. Meaning we are increasing the size of the circle. And always the first row gets 2 double crochet posts tied into each stitch of the previous row. We continue like this until the end. And next I'll show you, or for those who don't know how to crochet a perfect circle, how to do so in case you'd like to crochet, let's say, a basket base out of yarn in the future. Or coasters, or rugs, or whatever. The use of things can differ as well. So, we continue. Till the end of the row, we double crochet 2 posts into each stitch of the previous row. And we join in with the connecting post, or a stitch, into the third turning chain of our first post. Our first circle is ready. As you see, it's truly perfect. It's not wrapping inward. And so we continue. If you need actual tiny rosebuds, then you may stop here. The assembly of it you can watch at the end of this video and can figure out the size you need. But I continue as my rose is quite large. And my rosebud must be relative to size. This would not be enough. 3 turning chains. Here, where we were connecting, add another double crochet post. But now as we increase the size, our model will change. We'll tie into every other stitch instead of 2 into each. Meaning we've already tied 2 posts into 1 stitch. We have turning chains. We've tied another one here. We tie 1 double crochet post into the next one. But 2 into the following, meaning after every other stitch we tie 2, 1, 2, 1. And the same model until the end of the row. We tie 1 double crochet, post into a stitch, and 2 double crochet, post into the next stitch. So we finished the second row. Here's our 1 post, and using these 2 posts, we join into the 3rd turning chain with a connecting post, connecting stitch. For some, this might be enough, just the 2 circles, especially if you'll be crocheting it with a thick thread and hook. I continue on, really to show you in case you'll need a bigger circle and the bud has to be quite dense. We'll do 3 turning chains and yarn over the hook. 1 more double crochet post to the spot we joined in. Next, the model is as follows. We crocheted 2 double crochet posts, 1 post, 2, 1. Now we'll be tying 2 double crochet posts into separate stitches, 1 post and second, so 2 separate posts. And 2 together. Now we'll tie 2 double crochet posts together through 1 stitch. Basically 2, 1, 1, 2. It'll be 2 singulars now, 1 double crochet post into the next stitch, and 2 double crochet posts into the next stitch. And so on till the end. So each row repeats, nothing too complicated. This circular increase is called a perfect circle. We've finished up, same way we attached to the 3rd stitch. And we get another circle. I'll crochet 1 more to show how to increase by 1 more circle, and you'll understand how to carry on yourself from there. Let's do 3 turning chains, and another increase according to the model of the rosebud. Again, at the place we connected and tied 3 turning chains, crochet 1 more post. It turns out as a double. And then we crochet not 2 singular posts, but 3. And so this way, if you need to continue going with increasing circles, you know to add another singular post into the pattern. We've completed the first, second singular into the next stitch, third into the next stitch. See, we have a double, 1, 2, 3, and tie a double post into this stitch, one post here and one more there. And now, through the 3 singular posts, we tie 2. Next, circle through 4 and so on, if you need it bigger. I'll make one more. Finished it. Same as before, attach to the third turning chain via connecting post or stitch, whichever you prefer. And one more stitch. Leave out 20 centimeters, maybe, for us to tie the bud to the flower. And now I'll show you how we tie it. In other words, a piece of pie. We'll crochet other buds according to other models, but this one's quite simple for beginners, you see? Nothing complicated. And now I'll show you how to tie it together. So look, we assemble. You see this facing side, right? Here's the back. Don't mistake the two. Assemble in a way where rows make sense. Like this, so that one row is left above. You see how I did it? You can do less so that 2 rows are left. The principle is that we roll it inward like this. See, we end up with a bud like this. So if you want, it can look like it's opening up a bit, or assemble it like this, leaving a bit. It'll turn out less open. Depends on how you want the bud to be open. And so if I, for example, will arrange a bouquet for an installation, then this size will be perfect for my rose. If your rose is smaller, then make the circle a row smaller, or a few less. If bigger, then more. Here's our thread. We'll check. It could be more than tight, but it's up to you. We get a rosebud like this. Now we simply bring out the needle here. And don't tighten right away, because we kind of brought the thread down. And here at the bottom, we will secure the bud. Here's the thread at the bottom where we will secure it and tighten so that our bud doesn't fall apart. It's truly up to you whether you want a wider or narrower bottom. In the following videos, we'll make sepal for roses and general flowers. So it'll stand on the rose sepal here. And then you can either tie it or make a stem. These simple crochet models and videos to various flowers you can find in the description below the video. Check out my catalog in the description below, also for tips on where and how to use the circle we've made earlier in other crafts. Well, here it is, quite small, and can be much bigger. Depending on what kind of flower you're needing this for. Or this could even be a bouquet of buds like this or this. Subscribe and look for crochet models in my catalog below the video. Bye-bye!